Jalen and Jaren played really well, offensively. It's not, we score 84 points and that's great. And we shoot a high percentage, but it's our defense. We got to get better. We're not as connected as we need to be, as tough as we need to be. 23 assists. All the numbers look good offensively. It's just defensively, we got to get better in all areas, keeping the ball out of the paint. We did a better job. We had, outscored by 16 in the paint, but the first half it was disappointing. So, got to play a 40-minute game as we go forward, and the rest of the way. There's no more easy ones. They're all going to be difficult, starting with UConn on Saturday. Bottom line in the business is winning. That's the bottom line. All right, so we're winning, and we're 8-1, and that's terrific. But we got to get better in all areas, not just defense, offense, shot selection, getting to the foul line. We're not a finished product, and we got a long way to go. We're just, when we play without a lot of energy, we're just an average team, and we got to bring it all the time. And not just from a defensive standpoint, overall. Offensively, pushing the ball, all areas. It's like, it's great that we're 8-1, and that's great, but we got to get better. The schedule's going to get more difficult, and we can do it. Last year I think we held 14 teams under 60, and we got to get back to that mentality. And we're winning, and that's, like I said, that's a positive. But we got to get back to playing, especially defensively, Bonaventure basketball. Guys have to step up, and Jalen and Jaren really stepped up, shooting the second half. I thought Dom hit some big shots, and I thought Quadri coming in, get some steals, get some putbacks. He's 6 for 7. I thought he did a really good job, but when your leader's out, other guys have to step up, and Jaren's done a tremendous job playing out of position. But we're a better team when Kyle's there. He's the best defender we got on the ball. But I thought these guys have done a really good job, without him in there, and we got to continue to do that. Guys have to get better, and we got to get more guys off the bench that are productive. So, like I said, we're a long way from a finished product, and we got to continue to work.
We just overall need to get better. Like Coach said, we need to be more connected together. There's some things that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing, I wasn't doing last year. And I think everybody in our locker room has been doing some things that we know that we need to get better at. That's not how we play defense. We don't give up 71 points. We normally don't score 84. So in order for us to get back to the top of where we need to be and to be that top-tier team, we're going to have to defend much better. We can't give teams 71 points. Credit to Loyola, like Coach said, but we can't give teams 71 points and 77 points, because one of those times we're going to reach to come back and it's not going to be there. It's just not going to be there. That's just how basketball is. So overall, we got to work some things out. We'll figure it out in film. I have so much faith and trust in this team that I know we're going to get better. And this is just the beginning of a long road. So we're 8-1. We're very blessed and thankful of that, but we got a long way to go. And there's always room for improvement, and that's how everybody needs to look at this situation. We're winning, but like I always say, we want to be peaking in March, and we want to be best and at our best when we're heading towards the A-10 tournament and March Madness, hopefully.
Played harder. We played some zone. I thought the zone was effective at times. It slowed them down, stopped them from running all this stuff. But we just got, they missed some shots, and it's hard to say, until you watch the tape. But I thought we were more active in the second half than we were in the first half. I think that's, I know we were. I'm not sure how much better we played defensively, but we were more active. And that's what, when you're making mistakes, you're not making the right rotations. If you can be active, then that can make up for some things. You can make all the excuses, it's like came off a big win, we got a big game coming up on Saturday. You can make all those excuses, trap, they call them trap games. Sure. But, when you have a mature team, that shouldn't happen. So your guess is as good as mine. Who knows? But every game is, and I tell the team all the time, you only have so many opportunities to put that uniform on. You work your tails off all summer, all fall, to play these games, and why cheat yourself out of a game or a half when you're not bringing it, so that's, it's a learning, these guys, they're still 22, 23, and I was talking to somebody the other day that tells me all the time, it's like the male's brain does not fully develop until he's 25, and so these guys are 25, so that may be a reason, all right?
Coach Schmidt and the coaches, they came with a great game plan Monday, and they told us we were going to play zone, and that the middle, that they play our lock, they play our 2-3 lock, and you have to try to get it to the middle and unlock them. So that was just the ultimate goal. And Jalen's a great mid-range shooter, and the elbows are his spots, turnarounds are his spots. So I just tried to get him the ball in his spots, and we were just working on that the whole time in practice, shooting too, making plays, and that was just a key aspect for us throughout the entire 2 days of practice. We were working on mid-range shots, seam passes, anything to get to that middle so we can move the defense down and open up space for all our guys to create. And I thought we did a great job of that, and I think Jalen ultimately in the first half with his mid-range shots really opened up the game for me down in the second half. And again, like you said, he hasn't missed a mid-range shot, but that's his shot. So I mean, when he's doing that, he's defending and rebounding. Jalen's one of the best players in the A10. So just trying to ultimately get a great shot out of it. I don't know if we were really just trying to get to one spot, but that in the 2-3, the entire free throw line area was open for Shun and Jalen, and they made plays for us tonight. And that's, I don't know how many assists they overall had, but we had 23 assists as a team, and that's huge. So we followed the game plan to a T. We didn't accomplish the goals defensively, but like we said, came out with a dub, and we were just trying to play basketball at the end of the day, not really trying to pick and choose, put too much together. We were just trying to, ultimately get a win and do what we've been practicing the past 2 days for Loyola.
Jaren, 22 and 9 for you tonight. I know you're more naturally a shooting guard, but how have you been able to balance, facilitating the offense and both finding your own shot?
It's tough. Honestly, like I said, Coach, it's been in my ear, and it feels good to know that he trusts me. When I was brought here my first year, he told me that I was going to be a backup point guard, and I never really understood that, why. But he always said that I could handle it. And I'm just now figuring it out, 2 years. Last year I struggled a little bit in some games playing the point guard. I think it was just more so confidence. But I think I have the trust of the rest of those guys on the court now, being a one out there in those certain situations, because, again, I'm the guy that is starting out there. And again, I'm trying to get those guys the ball. They make me look good. I can't get 9 assists without Jalen, Dom, Shun, Linton, Quadri, and whoever. Like, those guys made me look good. I had 22 and 9 because of those guys, and they trust me to get them the ball. They're always talking to me, and if I miss them, they're not really hard on me. They're just kind of telling me like, I'm here. See that on the slip. See that on the seam. So I'm thankful for the guys. They trust me. And, I'm just trying to make them better because when they're better, we're better. So I'm in a different role. Just like, at the end of the day, I'm not Kyle. And I'm not trying to be. Kyle's been playing point guard his whole life. That's not my goal in life. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be and the best player for this team. And those guys just told me to go out there and play my game. And that's what I did.